everybody. Welcome to the very first Dare to Dream call of 2021. Can you believe it? I mean, I started as a coach in, I would say, 2010, and it would just be an audio call, and I had no idea if anyone was actually listening. And look at us now. This is so exciting, you guys. I don't know if it's just, I understand a new year, like nothing actually changed from like the day before to the next day, but I just think there's this like feeling, at least that I'm feeling, of hope and excitement and just a freshness and newness. So I'm really pumped that you're here. I'm excited for this call, and I'm excited for what's possible in 2021 with every single one of you. So first, I just want to thank you for getting on here on your Monday nights. I also want to thank you for working your business every single day, because what you do matters on an extraordinary level. So let's go ahead. I want to give some of you a shout out as we kick things off for our Dare to Dream, our very first superstars of the year. I'm going to start with our 500 superstars. Now, you guys, these numbers come from personal volume. I know I say this every week, but I want to make sure you understand that number comes from not only your own orders, but your customer orders. So this doesn't count the coaches you sign up and those kinds of things. This is simply your customers, which are your challengers. So these are going to be a lot of people that you've helped get started and continue on their journey. So these numbers represent people. So way to go, 500 superstars: Jill Scalise, Jessica Armentrout, Jenna Pugh, Natalie Dagger, Chessie Halabau, Alicia Rose, Yvette Zamora, Janelle Steele, and John Mattis. 600 superstars: Whitney Everett, Stephanie Petazzoni, Noreen Giovannon, Savannah Glenn, Nikki Jammer, Tawana Cardoza, Carly Hahn, Brittany Carter, Kirsten Wyatt, Cassidy Brewer. 700 superstars: Megan Hunt, Ann Shibley, Kimberly Embers, Brian Nelson, Amanda Park, Sharon Pastor, Randy Kokas, and Bruce Hornick. 800 superstars: Morgan Anderson, Alexis, Mary Beth Toulis, Heather Ullman, and Katerina Cipriani. 900 superstars: Michael Ullman, Christina Wood, Artina Marie, and Carrie Tinsley. 1,000 superstars: Ruth Schroner, Vicky Breeding Brown, Alex Berkemeyer, and Megan Mosikowski. And our top producer of the week, with almost 1,100 volume, Heather Ullman. Way to go, coaches. What a list. I don't know if you guys have you ever like smiled so hard your jaw hurts? That just made my jaw hurt, and we only just began. That is so awesome, you guys. Next up, I want to announce our top sponsor. That's when you add 3 or more coaches to the team in one single week. This is the list you definitely want to be on. Way to go, Teray Blackman. Go Teray. And now we have some rank advancements. If you are not a current Emerald coach or above, you want to make it your mission. It's really when you're open to all revenue streams. I consider it when you're fully open for business. It's also when you can qualify for free customers given to you by Beachbody when you also hit Success Club. So first, I'm going to give a shout out to our brand new Emerald coaches. Way to go, Elisa Tharp, Anna Krosky, Hannah Bellows, and John Mattis, who is back on the team. Way to go, Emeralds. And a very exciting announcement. We also have brand new 2-star diamond coach. Talk about starting the year with a bang, Jessica Wolf-Hart. Way to go, Jessica. I feel like I'm like an announcer on a wrestling match. Super exciting stuff. But before I move on, because I wanted to share one success story that came from a qualified Emerald coach on our team. Because as most of you guys know, like I said, when you hit Emerald and you also qualify for Success Club within the month, the next month you're assigned free customers from Beachbody. I was a free customer assigned to my coach, Julie. I did not know her. Now she is one of my very best friends. And she also has earned millions of dollars from being a qualified Emerald that day, because our entire organization is now in her organization. But in addition to that, as you guys just saw, our top on the leaderboard, our top volume earner, superstar of the week, was Heather Ullman. I happen to know that Heather had a humongous order from a free customer this past week. It was a free customer she connected with. This woman actually works for an organization, and that she wanted to spend all of their allocated health funds for the year with Beachbody. So Heather literally worked relentlessly with her to get 50 of their employees connected with Beachbody on demand. Then she wanted to order like 80 of our mats. So all of that came from Heather being, and Michael being a qualified coach to get assigned that lead that they then built a relationship with that resulted in that order. So I thought that was super exciting because it's literally, once again, a result of a qualified Emerald coach, Earning Success Club, and following through with that. So I wanted to share that success story because it was so awesome, and so awesome of that woman to want to hook up their employees and use those dollars that were allotted in that company. And I also thought, I think like, hello, I'm like trying to message Carl, like we need to get a system where this works easier so we can go into companies and do this all over the United States, right? And the world, in the UK and Canada and wherever. So they really worked hard at that. So that was awesome. Okay, let's see here. Other announcements. Alrighty, as you guys know, we have a lot going on. It is the new year. We are ready to rock. So I want you to make sure that you, under announcements, that you are paying attention to the calendar. Why? Because there's so much stuff, like I can't even, like that's where it's all at. So that's gonna be the best way for you to make sure you're not missing out on all of these amazing opportunities and tools to help you grow as a person, grow your business. But just a couple of upcoming really important ones. Are this Thursday. So the first Thursday of every month, the same time, so 9 o'clock Eastern, I'm going to be doing a Getting Started Right call. As you guys know, I was doing the Blast Pass calls every single week. And so I'm going to do one call per month for you to plug all of your new coaches into that have joined in the past month. That's going to be this Thursday at 9 o'clock. And then also this Saturday is Super Weekend. It's going to be virtual, obviously. It's kicking off at noon Eastern. It's running for about 90 minutes long. So make sure you've set aside that time to tune in. If for some reason you can't view it on Saturday, it should be available in our Coach Online office, most likely by Monday. But rumor has it, via Carl on the National Wake Up Call this morning, there's going to be some fun announcements. So you do not want to miss out on that. And then also, in case you were not aware, we are having our very own virtual John Maxwell event on January 23rd. Now, this is super awesome. It is called Live to Lead, and it is going to be happening from 9 a.m. Eastern to 3 p.m. Eastern. Now, that is a big chunk. I want you guys, though, to set aside the time. Tell your family, guess what? I've got a Dare to Dream date on Saturday, January 23rd, so we can all tune in and participate in this together as a team. So definitely make sure you are planning for that. And shout out to Susan Stearns for making that possible for us. Because you guys, the last virtual event I did, which was a leadership event online with John Maxwell, I paid $500 for. So there's a plus and a downside to you not paying $500. The plus is you still have your $500. The downside is you're not going to show up in a way that I did because I sacrificed $500 for the event I attended. But what I want you to do is pretend like you just paid $500 for it. Oh, hi. Kaden is here. And show up in that way, because when you sacrifice something, you show up in a different way. So like I said, there's a plus and a benefit to this. So you can send Susan a thank you card for making you $500. And then you can also send her one after when you show up as if you didn't get that 500 and you end up changing your life when you apply what you learn. Because John Maxwell is the leader, honestly, to me, in the world around leadership. And what are we doing as coaches? Really, we're growing into leaders. And that is, Cassie, that's going to be 9 to 3 Eastern on January 23rd. Okay, other announcements. Obviously, 9-Week Control Freak. For those of you that are in, drop it in the comments. Are you in the challenge group with us? What day did you do day one today? What are you on? I'm really pumped. You guys, there's already 280 of us along with our challengers in the group, and talk about momentum. I hope you're sharing that in your stories. Hope that you're creating that excitement and putting it out there, because even if you haven't gotten anyone to join you, that's your group. You're part of that group. Make sure you're checking in there. Make sure you're not just posting, but you're also encouraging someone else while you're there. And I'm really pumped to go through this program with you guys, to be honest. Y'all know I'm a Shanti girl. I'm still wearing my Rise Up Transform 20 zip hoodie. But I'm doing this program because y'all are doing this program. I'm like, okay, if we're in this together, I think I can make it. I think I can survive 9 weeks without Shanti. We'll see. Hopefully. But definitely make sure you get in the group. If you're not, you just have to put in your order number to gain entry, because there's a lot of coaches network wide that are just looking for groups. And I just want to make sure it's our team group, obviously, because that's a benefit of being on our team. Okay, let's see. Other announcements. I think that just about covers it. And now Amanda, like obviously Amanda just posted she's 22 weeks pregnant, and Autumn pretty much called her out on the national wake call and said, you cannot do this program. Now, if say you have a challenger that wants to get into that group, feel free to just message me. I'll make sure that you get in as well if you aren't already. Because obviously like you wouldn't have an order number because you physically cannot order the program. And that's not what it's about. You know, I want you in there if you want to be in there. But I'm sure you also have a group outside of that. So I just wanted to make sure that was clear, that I wasn't just excluding people for the sake of excluding them. All right, let's see. I think that covers the main announcements. Now, what I also want to make sure you guys are fully aware of is that there are tons of power hours. I want to know, drop it in the comments, have you participated in a Dare to Dream power hour before? Yes or no? Yes or no? We got a yes, 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 yes. No, Karzina. Dan, Brianna. Who else can I yell at? Oh, heck yes. You guys, these are literally for you to help you. And if you are not inviting, if you are not sharing, if you're not growing at an exponential through the roof way, then you need to be on these. And there are so many. There's no way that there's not potentially one that works for you, hopefully. So I just challenge you guys to make sure that you get in on those because it's just a great way to get to work your business and have some excitement and momentum around that. But that's also what, so yeah, Christina, you're right, except there was a Thursday night one and no one was getting on it. So we moved that one. But I think Michael has a Wednesday night one, which should hopefully work for you. I think it's at 9. Don't quote me on it, but it's on the calendar. Okay, other than that, like I said, stay tuned to the calendar and let's go ahead and jump into this call because I'm really excited and you guys, I got slide crazy again. I like never make slides. Then all of a sudden, I see you, Alan. All of a sudden I started making slides and now I've made 17 slides. So I better share quickly and get started before there's no time for these crazy slides. Okay, 2021, the year of growth. That is what I am claiming it for the team. I loved reading your words of the year and actually not just reading them, but already seeing some of you put it into practice. I know Alicia Rose, her year is, her word is to serve, and she already has done some things behind the scenes, super serving of this team. And that's what it's about. It's not just like making up a word and being like, that sounds good, but actually like doing what the word says. So that's what the focus of the calls that I will be doing. We'll be having a lot of other guests from other teams on the calls too, because after that power week, I felt like you guys really benefited from hearing from other coaches outside of the team. So we'll be bringing more of those in too. Also, thanks to Alicia Rose. But here we go. Tonight, we are talking about how it is time to shred the scripts. Very dramatic, paper shredder, all of your scripts, because I'm sure you guys have that many. But let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, I'm really excited about this, you guys. So let's talk about first. I guess I'm going to actually do this the right way, but I'll probably stop every 5 seconds. Why did we ever use scripts? So why don't I start there? Because some of you might be like, oh no, I use scripts, now I feel bad, or I was using scripts. I'm not saying that you should not have used scripts before, but I'm going to first discuss why did we ever use scripts? So first off, back in, I don't know why it's all shaded, back in 1492, when Facebook first started, scripts were the jam. Raspberry, to be exact. So what I mean is, this is how it used to be done. So it's not even weird if you use them, if you considered them, whatever. This was literally how it was done. Scripts are duplicable, and being duplicable, making things duplicable, able to be duplicated, is the backbone of multi-level marketing, which is the business we're in case you didn't know. So that is actually key to this business. So once again, it's not weird that you've ever used scripts, considered scripts. You might even keep using them after this call. I don't know. I'm just giving you my advice. But that's so far why we've used scripts. Scripts also help new coaches get started right out of the gate versus feeling like they need to know or learn more first. So once again, it's a great tool for those reasons. Those are all great reasons of why scripts are an effective method in this business. So far, so good. Why are we now getting away from using scripts? Why is this whole call about shredding the script when I just defended why scripts are awesome? First off, social media has changed. It's constantly evolving, and as business owners, we must also be willing to evolve. Now, if you're my personality, or if you're Morgan Anderson Alexis's personality, we do not rock at evolving. Back in the day, I'll never forget when we used to send scripted messages in particular, and we used to send them to strangers, and Facebook made the change where they implemented that other folder. Some of you might, now it's called message requests. And now there's two other folders. There's message requests and there's spam messages. So now there's actually 3 folders that you might not be aware of that your Facebook messages get pushed into. So if you do not even know how to check those, maybe you should drop it in the comments and let us know. But it used to all just go into one folder. So no matter what, people got your message. Then they created the second folder that no one knew they had. No one knew how to check. Then they took it a step further and they said, if you actually want to send someone a message that's going to end up in that other folder, you have to pay $1 per message. They used to charge us. So anyways, I remember when all that happened, and I think Morgan told me she was crying for 24 hours, she thought the world had ended. And what was it? I was devastated. I'm always devastated if I have to change. I was actually not excited about the control track because I'm like, it's new. I don't know what it is. I'm not good at it. So I'm not good at things that I'm not already good at. That's not what I really love doing. So, but what do I know? We're business owners. We have to evolve. It's just like when we went from DVDs to digital. It really didn't matter how I felt about it. It didn't matter what I got paid for, whatever. I had to evolve. Same is true for scripts. People are now accustomed to getting scripted messages. So because they're accustomed to getting them, you become white noise, or you seem more salesy, like salesy in the negative connotation, or it requires less of a response because they know it's not you, you, so to speak. You might have sent the message, but they're like, this sounds like a copy paste script. So I don't have this obligation to answer because I don't feel like you actually were messaging me. You were copy and pasting a message to me. So if you are getting a lot of crickets or a lot of no responses, odds are it's because the person on the other end feels like it's a script. They don't think you're actually requiring a response of them because they don't think it's actually for them. It's potentially something you're sending to a large amount of people. So we want to be very mindful of that because we don't want that to happen. We want responses. We want to help people. We want to get people results. So if they're, just the way the mind is working in this current culture is, okay, the scripted message is it's like a junk mail. It's like when you get the piece of, the value pack coupon book, that, everybody got, or the newspaper pamphlet, you're just like trash. So do you actually even open it and read it anymore? That's what they're doing. They're like, I don't even need to open this and read this. It's just one of those other scripted messages. All right, let's see, moving right along. I don't know why it's frozen. Am I frozen? My computer is frozen. Let me plug it in. Okay, that was weird. Oh no, it's frozen. Well, this is strange. All right, I can't even see the chat. Can pretty much only, so you guys can hear me, but that's it, and you can see me, just nothing is moving. I don't even know what to do in this case. Okay, well, it won't let me hit any buttons. Oh wait, maybe I'm just missing my, maybe Alicia, could you send me, is there a computer command? It's like my, oh wait. It's saying it stopped sharing, but it's still, sorry you guys, bear with me for 1 second. I don't even know. Oh, well, there. Well, there we go. At least have one more point. Today's world is hungry for connection. So just like you don't connect with a generic TV commercial, the same is true with our invites. So this is another reason why it's really crucial that we get away from using scripts. And just like I said, you can watch a commercial now. Commercials are having to step up their game. You can no longer just be like, just selling something, be like, here, buy this, it's $2.99. Instead, they've got to tell a story. They've got to get emotional. They've got to build that connection. And that's how people purchase. So the same is true in our invites. If we're just sending a generic scripted message, we're losing that connection. I really would love if these slides would work because they're so amazing. I don't know what to do. Okay. If I could just get out of this, I could just read the slides, but now I can't do anything. Yeah, maybe if somebody can figure out a keyboard code. It won't let me unshare is the issue. It says it's paused, but the problem is I don't see it. Well, there, it kept going. Okay. Oh no, we already did that. I'll just see what happens. Okay, it's working. Okay, it won't let me get out of this, but at least it's working. So this is me when I get a scripted message, right? I mean, have you guys got a scripted message ever from anyone? When I get it, this is exactly how I feel. Like, la, 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 I can't hear you, because it's just like, you just feel like it's impersonal. You're like, obviously they're not talking to me. I'm not even going to bother responding unless I'm going to try to be, I'm immediately put on the defense. So it's very important that anytime you're doing anything that you're constantly putting yourself in their shoes with how would I feel if someone did this to me? So what I'm not referencing though, you guys, is an authentic, genuine message that you've written that you are using to send out to multiple people, personalizing it when possible. This is a good thing. So I'm not saying that you now have to handcraft 7,000 messages because you've got ambitious goals and you want to invite 100 people a day. But what I am saying is I don't want you to just go take a script out of a training or take a script even that your coach shared with you. I want you to craft an authentic, genuine message that is you, that is your heart, that is your belief system, that comes from a place that guess what? This invitation is a big deal because it is. We're inviting people to literally change their lives. And then of course, personalizing it when possible. Okay, what we must ask ourselves is, does the mission match the message? So like I said, what is it that you're inviting to? And does the message match that? Because back in the day, it didn't matter as much. It matters now. So I can't just say, hey, like, would you like information to hear about like this thing I'm doing? Maybe you'd like to do it too. I mean, no pressure. I mean, you don't really have to, but if you want to, does that match the mission in my heart or the business I'm trying to build? No. So I want to make sure that the two align because that's how you're going to get results. So first, we must get clear about our mission. Now, my mission might not be your mission. They might differ. So you've got to get clear about your mission. So number one, oh wait, can you guys see these slides? Razel, can you see these slides? I think she's saying yes. She's kind of doing like, yes, okay. I'm just wondering because I didn't know if it shared again. Okay, oh wait, Alicia's saying no. My slides are stuck, okay. Let me just try this real quick then. Control, Command. Oh, it worked. Okay. Stop share. Sorry, you guys. Thanks for bearing with me. I'm really sorry. All right, now can you see them? Hopefully. Okay, that was a good yes, right? So you're like the only person I can see. Okay, there, now I can see Heidi too. I was like, I can only see you and no pressure. Okay, so now, first we must get clear, thank you, Alicia, about our mission. So what are you trying to accomplish with the invitation? What is your goal? What is the path you want them to take? And what's the process ideally that they will commit to as a result of your message? So go ahead and drop it in the comments right now. What are you trying to accomplish with the invite? Because what happens a lot is we're not aligning our invitation with what we're actually trying to accomplish. Because you might be like, man, my goal for, did you guys attend Alicia's vision call? If you did not, you must go back and watch that and do the activities. But if your goal is like, man, my vision is to create a super profitable business that's growing other business owners and changing lives in the process, but your invitation is just inviting to a challenge group to help people get fit physical results, well, then you're not aligning your message with your mission. So they've got to align to make sure that your mission comes through in your message. So I'm not saying your mission might be to get people in your challenge group, to help them get physical results first. You just have to make sure that whatever your mission is, it's aligning. Then you have to know what is the path you want them to take. So let's go ahead and go and see what some of you said your mission is. What are you trying to accomplish? I want to help people realize how capable they are and feel the joy that comes from taking charge of their health and wellness. I want to find more unicorns like me who want to work the business. My vision is to find more people who want to be their own bosses through health and fitness. Okay, this is great. You're getting clarity on what you're inviting to. If you do not have this, I don't care what script you're using, because it's probably not aligned with your mission either. But we have to make sure that we're aligning here. What is your goal? What is the path you want them to take? And what is the process ideally that they will commit to? So when I'm inviting, me, for example, my mission is to help people build a profitable business, helping people. So I know I'm inviting to the team. I also fully believe that I've done my own research. The people that have gotten the greatest physical results were coaches in my business, in my experience. So not only is this going to help them potentially build a profitable business and change their life in every way possible, I also know, guess what? Personal development is part of coaching, which is going to trickle into their marriage and their relationships and their self-worth. And then I also know that the people that stayed on and got a discount stayed on the products longer and got longer lasting, better results. So for me, I don't really care what your goal is. The end goal, the path I want them to take, is joining as a Dare to Dream coach. So now that I know that, I can move on to structure the invitation. So let's just see. Now, the answers to these questions, your mission, they're typically birthed out of belief, out of what you believe. Like I just said, everything I said is my belief about Beachbody. It's about coaching. It's about Dare to Dream. It's about getting people results. But if you're just starting out, or if you don't have results yet, whether that's in business, whether that's in your body, whatever the case may be, whether you haven't started reading personal development yet, then you must invite to your commitments and what you signed up to achieve. So instead, you're inviting to your belief in what's possible, because obviously you believed it enough that you're here, versus what you already know to be true. So what does this mean? It doesn't matter if you're brand new, if you've been here a decade, you have something to invite to. So it's either your belief that you currently have, or it's inviting to your commitments or what you signed up, the reason you are here. That's what you're inviting to. So now for me, like when I first started, I had no results. And I was like, man, I want to grow a team. I want to hit Emerald. I want to hit Diamond. Because my coach was like, get Emerald, hit Success Club, get Diamond, hit Success Club. And like, that's all she would say. And I was like, well, I don't really know how to do that. Like, I don't have, like, why would somebody join me when they could join somebody else that actually knows what they're doing? Or why would somebody join me when I have 0 coaches when they could go join somebody that has more coaches? But then what did I do? I invited to my commitment. What I knew was I was going to succeed or it would kill me. Like, I was not going to give up. There was no plan B. I was committed to the journey. So I could confidently say, guess what? I'm going to the top. Do you want to come with me? Now, what kind of results did I have? 0. I think I made 32.50 one time. And I was like, yes. But when I'm inviting, I was inviting to my commitment. So I had a clear path of where I was going and wanted them to come join me. So next, message evaluation. Okay, so now the next screen, I'm just doing it one at a time because I don't want to overwhelm you too much, is we've got to evaluate our invitation. I want you to be thinking of these things. We're going to craft it after, so I'm going to try to go quickly because I know we're a little bit out of time. But let's go to the message evaluation. So number 1, are we inviting to the actual thing we want them to do, which we already discussed? In other words, are you trying to grow a team? You're inviting a challenge group. That makes no sense. So ask yourself, are we inviting the thing we want them to do? Is it something we would actually say out loud to someone else. I want you to always read your invitations out loud. Do you all of a sudden sound like a nerdy random weirdo that's not you? Or are you a nerdy random weirdo? Then you're supposed to sound that way. 3, does it sound like you particularly? Can I also read it and be like, that's Razel? Like, I know that's Razel because I get her and I know her and that sounds exactly like her. Number 4, did I learn something about you that I didn't know before I got this message? Now I know it's not a script because you just shared something personal to you that I learned. So now I'm like, oh, I want to respond back because she just shared something with me about her or him that I didn't know. So it's immediately making me feel connected. Number 5, do I believe from this message that you believe that I should do this at any cost? That's crucial. That is called posture. That is confidence. That is belief. Do I believe that you believe I should say yes? Because 9 times out of 10, if you believe that I should do something, I'm going to feel way better about doing it. Number 6, do I believe that you believe I should do this? And that's called conviction. Is that the same thing? You believe I should do this. I think it was the same thing. And conviction doesn't come from a script. So I want you to somehow infuse your message with belief. That is critical. Okay, next, other bonus notes about your message. And this is more about just tactical things. Don't write a letter. People do not send long messages on social media. So make it brief, to the point, and conversational. The second you send a long message, that immediately screams, script, or you've said too much. Like, I even got messages like, I'm not going to read this for 3 days because I'm like, I don't know what this is. Nobody sends these. So you kind of raise a red flag, but like, you're not a normal person. So make it short. Always end with a question. It's how normal people keep conversations going. Once again, you're saying this out loud. And if you are just standing with someone in the line at Starbucks and you're like, would you just say like, I have a health and fitness group starting on Tuesday? No, that would be weird. You would be like, have you ever thought about joining one of those? Like, do you want to, I think it'd be fun if we did this together. Like, great to meet you. What'd you get in your Starbucks? Like, you're going to end with a question. Nobody has a conversation without normally ending without a question. So you want to make sure, like I said, that you're reading this out loud and acting like you're literally talking to your best friend. So it sounds more human and normal. Number 3, be you. You are a human. You are not a Beachbody robot. Keep humanity at the forefront and don't overthink it. I get it. I've been there. We fall into this thing where we're like, I don't know what to say. When like, just use your common sense. Common sense is not always common practice, but back it up and be like, okay, let me just be a normal person right now and like act like they're your girlfriend you're checking in on. Act like they're your mom you're checking in on. Just be a human. Number 4, and you might think this is not number 3 is not necessary. It is more necessary than you might realize. Evaluate things. I promise you, someone has overtaken your body at times and you've said things that are not human. Number 4, take a genuine interest in the person, because you might be vacationing, retreating, hanging out daily in your challenge group, weekly on team calls for eternity. So get to know them. That is what this is about. And then 5, don't overthink it. I know I said that in 3, but you're already overthinking it, so I had to say it again. All right, here's some examples we're going to go through really quickly. Now we must craft our message. Here's a couple of greetings. I'm giving you examples because I'm not giving you a script, but literally a different, like you might say, hey girl, you might say, hey lady, you might say, hey Susan, you might say, hi, you might say, hello love, you might say, greetings, nano, I don't know. But what do you say? None of these are correct. The only correct one is, what do you say? Because odds are you're reading some of these and you're like, I would never say that. I was filming a video the other day and somebody said to say, I think it was ladies. And I'm like, I don't really reference people like as ladies, like, hey ladies. And they wanted me to say, hey ladies. And I'm like, that just sounds weird, but it might not sound weird to you. What I want you to do is be you. I personally hate when somebody says like, hey love, or lovey, or I don't know, there's something else like sweetie. Like I would just never say that. So I'm like if I sent a message saying that, then someone has taken over my body. So make sure that you are just being true to you. Next, the next step, I want you to be excited. I want you to have enthusiasm. How do you express enthusiasm? I'm super pumped. I'm so excited. I can't wait to blank. I'm geeking out over here. Girl, wait till you hear. All of those are different ways to share excitement. Once again, I want you to share excitement how you share excitement, but I want you to have a greeting and I want you to be excited. Number 3, now we must craft the body of the message. I want to invite you to, I want to share with you, I want to fill you in about, I was just thinking of you, you came to mind, and then insert whatever you're inviting them to, which once again, I'm not telling you because you might be doing a challenge group, you might be to the team, I don't know, you might be inviting a free group. But keep in mind, only share it in a way that now includes a result or personal reason why you are committed to the very thing that you're inviting them to. Let me repeat that. You must only share. We've done the greeting, we've done the excitement, we've said, okay, we're inviting you to blank, but now we have to include a result or personal reason why you are committed to the very thing you're inviting them to. This is where they're going to connect with you. We can't miss the connection. Because like I said, then we become the white noise. We become no reason for them to message us back. Because the first step showed a little bit of your personality, but it's still generic information. So I want you to share something about you right now. That's your reason that you're inviting them. Here's some examples. Do not use these because these are not your examples. This is my random thoughts. Man, and I'm going to write it just like this because this might be how I talk. Man, I started this journey as a coach, just get accountability in my workouts because let's be honest, I was a slacker. Haha. And instead I've gone on to blank. And instead, I've blown my own mind getting better results in 30 minutes from home than I was doing in never attending the gym I was paying for. Fill in the blank. Here's another one. You know, I started as a coach after already blowing my mind with the results I was getting in the workouts to simply save money because I am thrifty. Never imagined it would transform into blank. What am I doing? I'm sharing a result while getting to know them. I'm sharing something about me. Maybe they're like, oh my gosh, I'm thrifty too. Oh, wait, I want to get results. Oh, wait, what? Next, I know when I started, I just wanted to lose some of the baby weight that I tried losing for years with zero success. I love carbs, and never thought blank. Once again, it's about sharing a unique result to you on your journey. Informing that connection by just being you. 2 more slides to go. End with a question and enthusiasm always. So we've done the greeting. We've done enthusiasm at the beginning. We've said that we're inviting them to something. We've told them what that is. We've shared a small 1 to 2 sentence success, but now we have to end with a question and enthusiasm always and not apologetically. If you're not excited about the potential of me saying yes, then I'm sure not going to say yes. Energy is contagious. Confidence and posture is magnetic. People buy for 2 reasons, facts and feelings, AKA information and emotion. So we can't just give information or just give facts and expect them to buy. We can't just give feelings and emotion and expect them to buy. We've got to use both. But like I just said, not apologetically. So old school scripts, that's kind of hard to say. They were very apologetic. And what do I mean by that? Like, I'm so sorry to bother you, but if you happen to want to hear about this, like just let me know. But if you don't, that's fine. I really don't. It's fine. Right? I know I've said those. Like, I was just, it's super random and you probably like don't want to do this, but just in case. What does that say in today's culture? You don't really want to be doing what you're doing. I don't think you believe in what you're doing. So we can no longer use those scripts. I'm fine with saying like no pressure because I don't want you to feel pressured. I used to say no pressure. I only work with the willing, like people that are ready, like to go, let's do this. But that's different than like, no pressure. I know you probably don't really want to do this anyways. I'm so sorry for even sending this message. Just pretend like you never got it. And then you're like sitting in your house and you're like, unsend. How do I unsend this? I should have never even sent it. We have to be confident in what we're doing. And by you sharing a result that you're getting, you're no longer going to feel unconfident because you're sharing something that's changed your life. And they're going to want to respond to you if nothing less than to say, you know what, congratulations. That's awesome. That's great. You finally lost the baby weight after having it on for years and loving carbs. Okay, lastly, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And for some reason, when I Googled this, it was said by Theodore Roosevelt, Zig Ziglar, and John Maxwell. But the point of this quote is, like I just said on the last one, people buy for 2 reasons, facts and feelings, or information and emotions, but they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So if you are skipping the connecting part, which is the feelings and emotions, they don't really care about the facts. They don't really care about the information if you're leaving that out. And that's why the old school scripts were only facts and information. It was, hey, I've got this thing, doing this business. Do you want information? Here's the information. Yes or no. We have to incorporate the success, the posture, the confidence, the belief. And if you don't believe yet, like I said, then you have to be inviting to what you signed up for. You're inviting to the hope that you have and the reason why you're here. And that will transition into confidence and belief over time as you continue to take the action steps. So I hope that this call made sense for you guys. I will definitely share these because I know we went through really quickly these slides in Dare to Dream along with the recording. So, but I really want you guys to put this into practice. And I say, I mean, I would love to see your invite that you construct based on this information. I was going to have us do it live on the call, but the call would obviously need to be a little bit longer. So I will give you some time to work on it. And like I said, you can go back through the slides to get some pointers, but I just think it's going to really help those that put it into practice. And even once you start conversing, remembering all of these points, you are a human. You are here to make sure you know the path you want them on. If I want to make sure you're drinking Shakeology, I don't want to just drop the facts and be like, bye now. I want to talk about, okay, where are you lacking in your life right now? Where do you have gaps? You know, where are you losing energy? What are you missing out on in life that you could potentially participate in if you felt better? If you were 10 pounds less, if you did have a community supporting you and believing in you, and have a human conversation. So I see Victoria asked, I say, feel free to shoot me down if it's not for you. Is that okay? I just still feel like that plants the seed of like, okay, she's been shot down before, or she's fine if I shoot her down. And instead, like, I would rather you say something like, man, you know what? You might shoot me down, but for your sake and your results in your life, I really hope you don't shoot me down, because this can literally change every aspect of your life if you go all in with it. And that's why I'm so excited to reach out to you today. You know, what do you think? Do you see the difference? Instead of like, I mean, if you weren't going to shoot me down, like, that's okay. So it's a difference when you get excited about what you're doing and put that in. Like, I'm anticipating you're going to say yes, and I want you to say yes because it did this for me, so I know it can do that for you. Or it did this for my coach, and I'm following in her footsteps, so do you want to come with me? And you can feel the difference when you say it in that way. So like I said, you guys, y'all can drop them. Why don't you drop them in the recording of this call once I post it, once you get them. And I can even help you if you have any other questions, because I'm super passionate about this, because I feel like this is how not only are you going to grow a bigger and more profitable and better business, but you're going to feel better about inviting, because you're being authentic to you and you're sharing in a way that's like literally offering people a tool to change your life, because you're sharing from your own experience. And like I said, if you don't have a result yet, you still said yes for a reason. Something tapped you on the shoulder. You said, okay, so all you got to do is go say, guess what? This thing happened and I'm here. So let's do this together. Or it's, I'm here and I already did this and let's do this together. So hopefully that was helpful, you guys. Have an amazing night. Dare to dream, and I'll see you in the team page. Bye, everybody.